Good evening, Commissioners. I'm Tim Maloney. I'm the Director of Wake County Planning, Development, and Inspections. This evening, I'll be presenting proposed amendments to the county's Code of Ordinances, Chapter 130, which is titled Firearms. As a reminder, today's hearing is just the first reading. You will be taking no action today. That action will be considered at a subsequent meeting. Over the past few years, the county has experienced an increase in resident concerns regarding firearms. This can be attributed to municipal urbanization adjacent to rural unincorporated areas of the county. Concerns are related to safety and noise and are generally from established neighborhoods. There have been incidents where projectiles are leaving the property from which it was discharged, endangering the safety of others. And in some cases, there were enforcement concerns between the county and the adjacent jurisdiction. Regarding the recent incident in Knightdale, enforcement appears to be working well now. In comparing our ordinance to other counties, along with concerns and incidents over the past few years, staff is proposing the following amendments. Increase the minimum distance from a dwelling, public building, or livestock in which a person may discharge a firearm from 100 yards to 300 yards. This would be 300 feet to 900 feet. Require a backstop or other method of containment that adequately contains the projectile on the property from which it was discharged. Prohibit the discharge of a firearm beginning 2 hours after sunset until 1 hour before sunrise. And increase the maximum fine for violation from the current $50 to the statutory limit of $500. The county will hold a listening session for this topic on Tuesday, September 13th at 6 p.m. at Knightdale Town Hall. And secondly, this item will be placed on the September 19th Board of Commissioners meeting for a second reading and consideration of adoption.
Good. Other comments for Tim? Okay. Hearing none, then we'll open the public hearing. All right, so we have a nice list of people who've signed up. Once again, just to reiterate, when you come up to the podium, you have 3 lights. The green light's 3 minutes, yellow light's 1 minute. Red light means your time is up, and we treat everyone equally. As I read the names, if you feel like your comments have already been expressed and you choose not to speak, that's fine. You don't have to speak just because you've signed up. Just let us know, and we'll move on to the next person. Also, if you did not sign up but would like to speak, we'll give you an opportunity to speak at the end for 3 minutes. Also, the community members who would care to speak in order, I've got your names at the bottom, so please know that you're going to be taken care of.
My name is Sean Sorrentino, and I'm here representing Grassroots North Carolina, representing the interests of our members who live in Wake County. Looks to me like there are 4 things that you're trying to do here. Let's go in reverse order. Number 4, increase the maximum fine. Grassroots North Carolina takes no opinion on this. If you believe that the fine needs to be increased in order to force the people who are not listening to listen a little more, we're not going to say anything bad about that. We also take no position on backstops. Putting a bullet in your neighbor's property is unacceptable. You should not do that. And if you do, you need to face some consequences on that. It'd be nice of you to put up a backstop so that you don't put bullets in your neighbor's property. We fully support you, and it was my understanding with your testimony that the enforcement is working against the particular problem that you have, and we would like to see that continue. I don't think anybody should have to put up with some of the things that I've heard tonight. Prohibiting the discharge of the firearm beginning 2 hours after sunset, 1 hour after sunrise. This is covered in your noise ordinances. It's already been explained multiple times, so I'm not going to belabor that one. And 100 yards to 300 yards, that's also been explained. That kind of distance is insane. It's the amount of property you would have to have. One of our members came to us and explained that they have built on their property, a range where competitive shooters practice. I don't know if you guys have seen what competitive shooters do, what we look like. I'm one of the people who shoots competitively. I'll be willing to show you some videos of what we do, and it does sound a bit like some of the videos. Of course, we don't do it at 10:30 at night. He has built a property to train people to practice himself and with his friends in order to compete competitively, or in order to compete in events around the country and around this area. He built it in order to comply with the ordinances you have already. You're going to increase it to 300 yards. It's just not possible. The amount of land that you'd have to have is just unreasonable. So we oppose that completely. I have a letter that I would like to introduce. I believe it was already emailed to you, but I would like to hand this in so that it is our response to this particular ordinance proposal. And I would like to say that in the future, if you're going to talk about firearms, please let us know. We'd be happy to help. We'd like to talk with you. We have a lot of information, and it will prevent you guys from ending up in a position where the things that you want may sound reasonable to you but won't sound reasonable to us. And who would I give this to you?
Put it in that box right there.
Yes.
No.
Here.
Right there.
Excellent.
See.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being here.